What's up, y'all? This your girl Toya Taylor, and I'm back with another video. This is the review for Tyler Perry Sistas, Season 4, Episode 2, Still Water Runs Deep. Now, I told y'all Tyler Perry was playing in our face. Tell me why. Hayden ain't dead. So the partners is telling Andy that Hayden was found dead in the parking lot. So now Andy done stood up in shock. Fatima, she started rushing off. She like, look, Andy, I gotta go. I'll give you a call. Andy, she like, come back here. Sit your ass down. We got to talk. Okay. And Fatima, she looked both ways like, look, Andy, I don't know what you're talking about. Andy, she not letting up. Hell, Andy, she worse than the law enforcement in the interrogation room. I mean, like, girl, back off. She said she didn't do it. She didn't do it. It's not your job to find out if she did it, Andy. And y'all got to excuse my voice because I'm a little hoarse today. But I'm trying to get it together. Andy study's trying to find out if Fatima and Zach have anything to do with this, right? But like I said from the previous videos, Fatima not about to tell on herself. She's not about to snitch on herself, Andy. Fatima quickly said no. Fatima ain't that crazy to snitch on herself. Fatima was like, no, I ain't have nothing to do with it. But, I mean, if somebody paid him a visit and came and beat his ass, hell, I didn't like his little elf ass anyway. So, Andy telling her, look, you can still get in trouble if you paid someone to beat Hayden's ass and they beat him to death. You can get charged for that. And so Fatima, she really don't want to hear it. Now Andy asking her if Zach got something to do with it. Talking about, I know Zach was mad at him. You told me that. And Fatima like, no, Zach wouldn't do nothing like that. And Andy talking about, Zach has a temper. Yes, he would. Andy, Gary have a temper. I don't see you throwing salt all on Gary's name like how you doing Zach. I don't like that, Andy. Just because somebody got a temper don't mean that they capable of killing someone. Although you right, Fatima, she really don't know Zach. She don't really know him. But in the same sense, you don't really know Gary. Fatima about knows Zach way better than you would ever know Gary. So go sit down somewhere. So Fatima was like, look, girl, it's all good. I gotta go. Soon as Fatima left, Andy called Zach right away. And Zach thought she was calling to talk about Karen. Zach like, look, I don't feel like talking about Karen. Andy was like, this is not about Karen. This is about Fatima. So you might want to listen. Zach, he quickly opened them ears up then. He was like, what Hayden did? Did Hayden do something to her? If I killed him up myself. Andy, now she's trying to play like she really on their side when I don't even know whose side Andy playing right now because honestly, it don't seem like she playing Fatima's side. But she was like, look, you might not want to say that over the phone because they found Hayden dead in the parking lot. He's actually dead for real. So now, Zach, he all hysterical about it. She was like, look, what's your address? Because I'm about to pull up. But in the meantime, call Fatima and check on her. And don't say too much over the phone, though. So now over at Karen's salon, surprisingly, y'all, she got her clients. She got full seats in the salon today, thanks to Pam. Because come to find out, Pam done dropped a dime on old boy that took all Karen's clients when he opened up his bootleg salon in his mama basement. She done snitched for a quick lick and got her clients back. I know that's right, Pam. Karen's client is telling her that she got a date and it's a white boy that's real country like. So she's not sure if he's her type, but she thinks she want to try it out anyway. So Karen, she's all ears now. She like, white and country. I don't understand why out of all the white country guys in Atlanta, she thought about Preston first. Because I mean, I really don't even remember, but I don't think, I can't remember right now. I've done, but I don't think that Preston ever met the girls. So I was just confused about how did she even, how could she even put an image to Preston in her head if she never met him? Just because she said he's white in country. It's lots of white country guys in Atlanta. So now Karen asked the client, what's his name? And y'all tell me why this girl don't even remember the name. She just willing to go out with John Doe. Child, help him. Then got the nerve to say she's scared to ask him for his name again. I mean, honestly, you should be scared to go out with him before you ask him for his name again. That makes sense to me. Karen runs to go call Danny, y'all, to put up on game about the client going out with Preston. So she tells Danny to come by her salon when she get off because her client is telling her that she's going out on a date with a white country guy and she think that she's talking about Preston. So Danny told her, Karen, you one messy bitch. Although Danny is telling the truth, Karen is being messy. But in the same sense, Danny, you do the same shit. Like Karen said when she was on the phone with Andy. She was like, well, I go ahead and apologize for doing the same shit she do to me. And that's true. Because any little info she collect on Zach, she's quick to go tell Karen. Especially around the time when Zach was living with her. But Danny, she feels like Karen just want everybody else to be miserable with her because she's miserable without Zach. Honestly, I'm sure a lot of hate Karen fans will feel the same way. But honestly, I don't think that Karen is miserable without Zach. I think that right now Karen is in a miserable moment of her life because she just haven't been having good luck lately with her shop, with these guys. Now she's pregnant and, you know, it's just she keep bumping into rocks on the road. Zach might be the root of her, you know, of her phase that she's going through. But I don't think that it's misery, and I don't think that she's miserable because of Zach. So now Karen feel played. Karen like, look, I thought I was helping. And then they're like, how you helping calling me with this bullshit? Goodbye. And then hung her phone up. So now Karen, she out in her feelings. She calling Andy. And she was like, Danny just pissed me off. Because all I told her was that my client is going out with a guy that she described to be Preston. And I thought she was talking about Preston, so I called Danny and told her. And Andy finally made some sense. She told her, I don't think you should have did that. Right. Like, I really don't think Karen should have did that because honestly, that's none of your business. And that's how mess gets started. Look, hell, I thought that's what we do for each other. I thought we look out for each other. I thought that's what sisters do. And Andy was like, right, but you know things are complicated with them right now. And I get that, but things were also complicated with Karen and Zach. But it didn't stop Danny from running to tell Karen every little thing that she find out about Zach. And running to go tell Zach every little thing she find out about Karen. Danny is just as messy. Let's get it right. That's when Karen was like, well, I'll go ahead and apologize to her then for doing the same shit she do to me. Facts. Back at the bank, Q calls Maurice. And Maurice got the nerve to answer again. Maurice, I done told you. I done told you. And stop answering that damn phone talking about some who is this? You know that's Q on that other end. I don't even know why you keep on accepting the charges and answering the call. Now, Maurice asked Q, what do you want? Q said, look, I signed a plea deal. And they talking about letting me out. But the dudes I snitched on, they gonna come kill me. But Q won't never say what dude's gonna come kill him. He won't never say what's actually going on. Honestly, I don't even understand why Maurice won't report this. Why he won't report Q constantly calling his phone. And that's not even the worst part. Q told Maurice that he put his address down at the jailhouse. So now these people that want to kill Q got access to Maurice's address. Then on top of that, Q has access to Maurice's address. And he's asking, can he come live with him when he get out of prison? Now Maurice started saying, hell no. He ain't having it. But I don't understand why Maurice won't report these and get a restraining order put on Q. I just don't understand why he keep tolerating these. He see what this guy is capable of. Maurice, you better be careful. You better be careful. I got a feeling Maurice gonna fall for it. Y'all can drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. But I feel like Maurice gonna fall for that whoop-de-whoop with Q. And something bad gonna happen. But I hope not. We'll see. Now, back at the airport, the creepy trafficker guy is still sitting there waiting. That's when a young girl come off her flight, crying, looking all depressed and stuff. And he grabbed the girl, don't even say a word, he just grabbed her and walk off. So, of course, that looked suspicious. Andy stopped him quick in his tracks. I mean, not Andy. Danny stopped him quick in his Danny stopped him quick in his tracks. Whoa, where you going? You're not leaving the airport with her. And police is already on the way. So you can cut it out. The security guy, he come slowly creeping up. Hell, he looked like he wish he would have went on and took off today. As slow as he moving, you wouldn't even think that it was an emergency matter. So Danny explains to the security guard that this guy has been sitting here all day long in this airport. And as soon as a little girl come off the plane, crying, looking depressed, he grab her and leave? You already know what this is. So I got police on the way now. So the man, he take off running. Then she took her heel off. Done clocked the man in the back of the head. He done fell to the ground. And so then she took off running over there. And the security man, he ain't no help at all. He come over there checking on the trafficker. Put them in handcuffs, asking him, is he okay? What got me is he didn't even check on the girl. He didn't even check on the little girl that was crying that this was being done to. He went over there and quickly checked on the criminal of it all. Had me thinking he had something to do with it. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. Does the security at the airport, is they in on this? Do they got a piece of the pie when it comes down to this human trafficking shit? Because that threw me a loop. But Danny ran over there and checked on the girl. And I was surprised somebody did, because they done left her over there standing there distraught and traumatized. Now, we see Calvin and Maurice getting ready for their dates tonight. Now, why do Calvin have on my auntie's favorite lace blouse? Calvin decided to hook Maurice up on a date tonight because he could tell that he was still depressed about his robber babe, Q. Now, Calvin telling him, look, you can go ahead and take a few shots, loosen up, relax. It's going to be all right. So now we go back over there to Zach's place. We see Fatima walking through the door. Zach running down the stairs. Look, I got to talk to you. Fatima said, I got to talk to you too. He was like, Andy done already called me. Fatima quickly trying to change the subject. But Zach wasn't going. Zach like, nah, you going to let me know what happened right now. Fatima said, look, when it come down to the law, the less you know, the better. And she was like, so look, let's go get something to eat and forget all about this. Because ain't nothing hell. So everything all good. Like, so you kill him? Fatima said, no. See, Fatima, she trying to protect her case by not saying nothing at all. And I don't blame her. Then here come Andy, busting through the door, talking about a man is dead. And I'm trying to figure out what happened. Looking dead at Zach. Zach like, look, I ain't got nothing to do with what happened. And next time, knock at my door before you enter it. Have some respect, Andy. Now, he ain't say all that, but I would have. Go get you some home training and learn how to knock. Andy up in there asking how Hayden died and telling them they both going to jail. Andy, go home before you go to jail. You need to be worrying about Jasmine suing your ass, sending you to jail. Because you still ain't hopped up on top of them papers. Fatima said, no face, no case. Clearly. Like I said in the previous videos, Fatima not finna snitch on herself. Y'all can cut that out. Andy talking about how she can get them a good lawyer. Pump your brakes, Andy. If the girl says she didn't do it, she didn't do it. Even though we know she did. Now Andy telling her, look, Fatima, now when they roll them cameras back and they see that you did it, your ass is grass. So you might as well go ahead and admit. Now Fatima like, cameras? Ain't no cameras in the garage. Andy said, actually, there is cameras. And I requested them after I got my ass whooped by Jasmine's goons. So Fatima, she like, oh, you picked a fine time to tell me. And I'm just like, why did Andy have to tell you? I feel like, not saying Fatima's not smart, but I feel like the smart thing to do is to check and see if there's cameras around before you commit a crime. So, Fatima, that's your fault. Now, I see Zach went lying when he said he'll take a bid for Fatima. Because, baby, he was ready to take the charge. He got to talking about he did it. But it was self-defense. So, they got Fatima talking. Now she like, I'm not gonna let my baby go down. The jig is up. Okay? The jig is up. He ain't dead. Here Fatima, she's so hilarious. She talking about some, that damn cockroach can't never get his ass. So Fatima, she quickly started talking up then. She was like, because y'all know Fatima gonna ride for Zach. Period. And hell, from the looks of it, Zach gonna ride for Fatima. So she was like, they ain't kill him, but they did beat his ass up, strip him down, and put him on the top of his car. But I called the hospital. He all right. And I swear I was in love with this scene. Because as Fatima was telling them what she did to Hayden, Andy, she scared backing up the whole time. But Zach, baby, he was loving every bit of it. I swear, it was like a remake of Martin and Gina. It was really giving Martin and Gina to me. Fatima was like, look, baby, that's not all. So Andy, she's still over there trying to be FBI. You know that's still illegal, right? Fatima like, girl, let me show you the house. Come on, let me show you the house. Andy, she like, nah, I'm good. Looking at Zach, are you safe? Do you need me to call 911? Baby Zach said, I done found the love of my life. This is the love of my life right here. And she is 911. So, we good over here. And they ran on upstairs to go get it on. Sugar, let's get it on. Shout out to Marvin Gaye. Rest in peace. Okay, so now we see Andy on her way to work. And she see a shiny blue Rolls Royce parked in her parking spot. So she about ready to write a note on the car, getting out, stomping around all mad. That's when Gary walks up trying to talk to her. Andy was like, is this your car? Because if so, you need to move it up out my spot. Right along with those bags for whatever bitch you got inside the car. Gary was like, you can't do that, Andy, because this is your car. And so is those designer bags in the inside of it. So now, Andy all choked up, trying to squeeze out some tears. She tried to give Gary back the keys, but he insists on earning her back. I just don't like the way he word things when it comes to women. Earning? You're going to earn me back? Like I'm an allowance? You're just going to earn me back? Whatever, Gary. So then Andy take a photo of the car, and then she sent it over to Karen. So now Karen, she called Andy like, what's T? Andy like, it's a Rolls Royce. Gary bought it for me, and he put it in my name. That didn't add up. Because I'm wondering, how was Gary able to put it in Andy's name without Andy's information? I mean, unless he have Andy's information, but she didn't know that the car was even bought. So how did he get her information? I don't know. That's a question that probably would never get answered fooling around with this show. Karen telling her, look, Andy, just calm down and sell the car. And get your money back for all the shit he put you through. Now we back over there at Maurice's place. And him and Calvin is still waiting on the date. And then they get a knock at the door. Calvin answered, and it's Calvin's friend. This is the same guy from season 1 that Calvin saw at the restaurant when he was out eating with Sabrina. And he hopped up and kissed him, greeted him with a kiss. Now, Calvin done greeted him with a kiss again. But yet and still, he always treating Sabrina like she's wrong for assuming that he's gay. What else is she supposed to assume if you're kissing men on the mouth? But anywho, that's another story for another day. And Maurice, he was looking shocked. He didn't know how to take it. He was about ready to go call Sabrina and let her know. But little do he know, Sabrina already know. Sabrina done saw it for herself. Back in first season. I don't even understand why Calvin is still sticking around. I guess she liked to be lied to. So now, Calvin's friends twisting over towards Maurice. And Auntie Calvin introduced them. And I think his name is Leslie. I don't know why Tyler Perry keep on recycling these names like this. Because as I can remember, the private detective name was Leslie. I believe so. So now we have another Leslie. And it's Auntie Calvin's best friend. I've dumped. Maurice wasn't feeling it. Maurice was like, what are we supposed to do together? Bump cats? And I'm guessing that, see, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to put no type of disrespect on top of the LGBTQ community at all, because I go up for the LGBTQ, period. Shout out to the LGBTQ. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Maurice and Leslie is both bottoms. And Maurice is into tops. So bottoms don't usually date each other in the community. Bottoms date tops and tops date bottoms most of the time. But I know that in some cases, bottoms do date bottoms. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to put no disrespect on the LGBTQ community. Like I said, shout out to the LGBTQ. Anyways, Maurice said, well, we can be good girlfriends, but not boyfriends. So come on over here, Lucretia. I like them boots. And so they got to chatting it up. And I believe they're going to start being good friends. We might start seeing more of Leslie on this season. We'll see. So over at Karen's salon, now she just finishing up that little ass shabby ass ball that she put on top of her client head. Now I know this is just a show and they just actors, but ain't no way I would have sat through a hair appointment that long. Not one that take that long. Hell, Andy and Danny has completed their whole shifts at work. And Karen just not getting done with that little ugly ass ball on top of that woman's head. Make it make sense. But as the client is leaving, guess who's walking in? Preston. So the client's like, oh shit, there he go. Don't forget to ask him for his name. Karen's like, I got you. So she walking up to Preston, introducing herself, asking him for his name. Then got to questioning him, talking about where y'all met, when y'all met. And I'm just like, whoa, slow your roll, Karen. All the woman asked you to do was ask for his name. That's it. Not all that extra stuff. Mind your business. Started trying to get information for Danny. When hell, didn't Danny just have fun last night with Fago? Everybody just need to check themselves on this show. Because I just don't understand. So now Preston and his date, they turning around to leave. And guess who was standing there behind them in all black? With the prettiest smile on her face. Danny. You busted. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Where you been? Shout out to Mr. Beast and the Osley brothers, okay? So now y'all, Danny like, hi. With them vicious eyes. Hi. And Preston, he's standing there looking like a deer in headlights. He don't know what to do. I'm just like, y'all, I wonder what's going to happen next week. It looked like next week is going to be a good episode as well. So that's my thought of this whole episode. Now, y'all drop down in the comments to let me know what y'all think. Because let Toya tell it, it's going to be a whole lot to talk about next week. Because I think that Zach and Fatima is about to get in trouble. I think Zach gonna do that bid for Fatima. Because we already find out that he's going to jail this season. We just don't know when it's gonna happen. And we see on next episode, the preview, we see on next episode that him and Fatima gonna be sitting on the sofa, look like in her apartment, and they're gonna be having a real deep, serious, look like what's gonna be serious conversation. And the looks on their face, it looked like they in trouble. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Also, the situation with Maurice and Q. I believe that Q is going to pop up at Maurice's address. And I believe that the killers that's after Q, they're going to pop up as well. I just hope that Maurice don't get hurt in the midst of all of this. Which is why I wish that he would go ahead and report it and do something about it. Put a restraining order, do something about it. Even if you do have to go out your way to move out your home. It is what it is. You got to protect yourself, Maurice. Way better than what you're doing. Because you already see what this man is capable of. And ain't no telling what the homeboys that he done snitched on capable of. You already seen what Alonzo did. And ain't no telling. Alonzo might be in the background of all of these. So not only do Q have your address to your home, he also have the address to your job. So I think Maurice definitely need to tighten up. Last question. We see that Andy is gonna get pulled over in that Rolls Royce that Gary bought her. So it makes me question, does Gary have something to do with the situation? Is Gary the reason why Andy is getting pulled over next week? And Is Andy going to jail? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Oh, and I can't forget, Preston and Danny. What y'all think gonna happen with Preston and Danny? Do y'all think they're gonna break up for good? Do y'all think they're gonna stay together and work things out? I think that Tyler Perry gonna give Danny what she slick want this season, and that's a hot girl summer, because she already said if things don't work out with me and Preston, I just want me a hot girl summer. She said that on the Tyler Perry show for last season. She just want a hot girl summer. So I believe that's what Tyler Perry is working on for her, to go ahead and give her a hot girl summer. So I don't think Preston gonna be sticking around with Danny. I think that he's trying to find a way to make Preston stick around on the show, which is why he's hooking him up with a client. We're probably gonna start seeing more of the client. Ain't no telling, she might start working at the salon for Karen, and Preston might start coming by the salon to see her right along with Aaron. I ain't no telling how Tyler Perry gonna do it, but I feel like Preston is gonna stay on the show, of course. But I don't believe that Danny and Preston is gonna work out this season. So just let me know what y'all think, and I'll be happy to conversate about it in the comments below. Once again, this is your girl Toya Tilly, and if you have not subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and do so. Also, hit that notification bell button down below. Don't forget to like. Feel free to share. Please feel free to comment, and I'll be back with more videos. Until then, thank y'all for watching. Peace.